stream. I'm going to try to do it right now. So, let's see if this little camera mount I've got stays steady. And let's go. I'm gonna see if I can jog 3 miles at a 1% incline. And the chat will keep me motivated. Ooh. Hey, here we go. All right, now we're running. Oh, that thing sure is bouncing a lot. What's up? Nothing much. Life is good. I feel like I need to find a way to stop this camera from bouncing like crazy. I think if I reduce the speed and increase the incline, it'll be a little bit better. I'm going 4.9 miles an hour at a incline of, I gotta increase the incline. 5% incline. I missed my old setup. Oh, that's a lot. Yeah. Who does my hair? My wife. If I mount the camera to a chicken, yes, if I bring a chicken in here, the camera will probably be very stable. So, who here has watched Cringe Court? Cringe Court, the new long-form series that's taking YouTube by storm. Silence. Have you been watching Cringe Court? You should. Anybody who's not watching Cringe Court is making huge mistakes. I really need to figure this one out before I trip. Okay. Oh, you got us distracted? You should try again. You loved it. The gravestone lady. Yeah, I think the gravestone lady case was one of the more interesting ones we went over in the first episode, because it's just weird. You know, cleaning graves for clout, allegedly she sells that pink substance that she uses to clean. So that's kind of suspect. But I mean, the grave's not going to get cleaned otherwise. It's one of those really tough situations where there are a lot of points of view that could be actually, that could apply. So, why did I change the channel name? I've addressed this a couple times, but it's mostly because the philosophy of Scumbag Dad wasn't working anymore. Scumbag Dad was supposed to be a character that instituted philosophical change in the way people saw online content. And after the Mr. Beast semi-cancellation saga, I realized that Scumbag Dad wasn't really working. You know what I mean? What good was I doing? I always thought that if one of the bigger kindness creators got canceled, it would lead to like a domino effect where other kindness content creators would also be put under more scrutiny. And it just didn't work. You know? I kept seeing the same brain dead arguments over and over and over again on YouTube and TikTok comment sections. And I was like, I gotta make a big change. So I was thinking about the name change for a little while. And then I had a brand deal set up, which was gonna pay pretty well. And then a day before we shot, they canceled it. And it wasn't the first time this has happened. This is maybe the 5th or 6th time that's happened. So not only am I philosophically hurt, I'm also financially hurt. And I knew I was putting together Cringe Court. So Cringe Court was on the way, right? And I'm like, you know what? I gotta make a big change. I gotta change the name, because if Cringe Court hits, we may find ourselves in a position where we need to get sponsorships. Woo! Hello. Oh, okay. It actually was muted. I thought you guys were messing with me. For a second. Hey, how's the audio without the earbuds? How's it without the earbuds? Is it acceptable? Because I think this is just as comfortable. Anyhow, what were we talking about? We're talking about Cringe Court, Mr. Beast, changing the name. Changing the name was stress. Oh yeah, here's what I was saying. Is changing the name was important because if Cringe Court becomes a big success, we're going to eventually need to negotiate with sponsors. And I don't want those sponsors to screw my friends and I over because I stuck to a non-work safe name. Bear in mind that if you comment scumbagged out on Instagram, you might get a community guidelines violation. So just the name itself is a bad word. Am I going to be running on Cringe Court? Probably not. How do I find the people that star my videos? A lot of them ask if they can be on it. I have a pretty decent social circle, and usually lots of folks they just ask. They like my work and they respect it. Hey, World is, thanks for the tip. I appreciate that. I'm trying to get the chat box to look bigger so I can run faster. The day's going good. I'm hoping to get a decent run in with some weights, and then I am going to shoot content all day, and then I'm going to go to a red carpet event, and hopefully I'm going to make more friends and network, and that's my day. I'm at the Creators Inc. house right now, where they have a gym set up in their garage. So I'm like, well, this is the best way for me to get a workout in before shoot time. Well, red carpet, I'm not sure. It's something Stanzi invited me to. But her and I have been going to a couple of those, and it's been working out pretty well. Yes, I'm in America. Well, I continue the Scumbag series Probably not. I can't do it anymore until I can do it rated R and show blood. It's just not working out. I need to get jacked. I'm in California right now. Just trying to get as jacked as possible. Who's Dan Henschel? I don't know that person. Anyways, so all of you watching right now, if you haven't watched Cringe Court yet, watch Cringe Court. Do it. Cringe Court. If I can succeed with long form content, I can spend more time with my family and not worry about shooting all the time and editing shorts all day long. It's a dream come true to be able to hang out with my friends and talk dirt on videos. So, just trying to push that as far as possible. There's so many people involved in Cringe Court. It's sort of the largest operation, largest consistent operation I've ever been a part of. And I highly recommend watching it and clicking like and say, comment justice. If you comment justice, I'll probably comment back and say hi. So if you say you came from the live stream and you're commenting justice on, if you're commenting justice on the video, I'll know where you came from. The live stream. How many episodes will Cringe Court have? We're gonna do probably at least 12 episodes before we, either give it up or try to take it to the next level. You need an angel shot? Who? Vacía la vida, vacía la vida. Oh. What does Cringe Court mean? Needs more facial reactions? I guess so. Do we all need to go like this more to point at the video behind us? Is that what'll make you happy? I am not Dr. Disrespect. I'm just another older man with a mullet. What do I think of the Jax films? Stuff, I loved it. I think Jack is amazing. I'm a big fan. So shout out to Jack's films. Ooh, apple or cigarette? Always choose neither. Don't get involved in that type of game. Is this really this dude? It is. It's me. I'm going on live while I jog because, when I do this, there's accountability. People watching me, and I don't want to look weak in front of anybody else. So, if I've dedicated myself to a certain goal, I used to do jogging streams a lot back before the pandemic. That used to be a thing I did on TikTok. Now times have changed, as you can see. Not too much. I have more people watching. Back then it was like 3 people. That was valid, thank you. Am I happy? Not really. Mickey Bam, thank you for the $1. I love making money while I work out. Just remembering all those times, yeah. I've run out of your guys' lives so many times I need to keep the cardio up for that. Oh boy. Cheeseburgers are better than Big Macs. I used to be Scumbag Dad, yeah. The name of this channel used to be Scumbag Dad. And after a couple of years of that, I made a snap decision to change it. I was sort of tired of fighting back against the forces that be. And I decided that if I was ever gonna make a meaningful change, I would need to sneak in as a normal person and not a scumbag dad. I'm sorry, there's a lot of chats coming in now. I actually had a banner explaining the name change. So many people ask, okay, well, I don't know. I've got a couple videos about it. They'll figure it out. You know what I mean? Trying to carve out a new identity. It is my real name. Oh, what happened to Mr. Skelly Bones? He's still around. I filmed a synth rap video the other day. So, synth rap's on the way back. But man, I'm just so backed up on edits. Normally, I would use this time to be editing, but I decided instead to jog and actually take care of my body for once. So we'll see how it works out for me. But I'm not going super fast because because the camera keeps shaking. I should go faster. Is Padre my real name? Yeah. Am I doing orthodontics? Yeah, I am. I'm seeing fit as hell. No, I used to be fit as hell. I'm trying to get back there, and that is challenging. Normally, I wouldn't even slow down for a 3-mile run, but I've gained weight. Having a baby is rough because my knees aren't what they used to be. I've been on the treadmill a little more than 15 minutes. How many more streams am I gonna make? Probably 1 million. A lot of streams. I am a father. I got a kid. He's a cool baby. I love that baby. He's in daycare right now. He's so mature. When I dropped him off today, he just goes, "Bye, yappa," which is father in Korean. "Bye, bye, yappa," and then he just turns around and runs in and goes to play with his friends. It's cute. It's real cute, tough to beat. So I'll take a second. Anybody who's listening to this, please Please navigate away from the live stream and go watch Cringe Court, episode 2. Yeah, I get patients that recognize me all the time. It's fun, they take pictures sometimes. So go watch Cringe Court, episode 2, comment justice, and you might get a reply from the official channel. So there you go. Yes, you loved Cringe Court. What did you love about Cringe Court? Which watch am I wearing now? Oh, it's not really an athletic watch, but it's a Now watch. It's another watch that doesn't tell the time. So, you're looking for something low cost. That I don't really, what I like about cheaper watches is I don't care if I damage them because I'm always gesticulating and flailing around. How many miles will I do? I want to do 3. Well, I'll probably run out of time and cut it off because I've got to shoot. I've got to shoot at 11. So I need a lot shower time. Anime men, yeah, eventually they don't live super close, but I'm sure we could figure something out. Those are some talented dudes. I could usually pull them for a project if I need it. But yeah, I'm proud of their trajectory. What happens to the Now watch when it runs out of battery? It never runs out of battery. How many watches do I own? Probably like 50 or 60 at this point. I'm trying to sell some of them. That's why I did the live stream the other day about watches, because some of them I'm going to say goodbye to. Oh yeah, hiya. How's the baby? The baby's good. He's cute. Can you get a shout out? Okay, harsh. Here's your shout out. But there's a shout out only if you go watch Cringe Court, episode 2, right now. Your uncle just passed. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Hang out with other family members and talk through your feelings. 60K subs. I'm so sorry. Will I collaborate? I didn't get a chance to read that question very well. I see a lot of chats. Who am I voting for? I don't really talk politics on my channel. Woo. Yeah, hey Freakbait. Everybody in the chat, say hi to Freakbait. One of the most talented creators on the internet. Definitely an agent of chaos if I've ever seen one. High quality content and subversive philosophy. So if you're looking for someone to follow that's not me, highly recommend saying hi to Freakbait and then watching Cringe Court. Between the both of us, that's a decent amount of chaos and critique. Woo-woo. Love the serious tone on Cringe Court. Yeah, we were talking about how we would play it, but after a bunch of conversations, we decided to play it semi-serious. To like take it really like seriously. And so the irony is that we're trying to use legal is legal definitions and terms, but it's all meaningless. Yes, Freak Bait. Freak Bait does animations and challenges, and his stuff is really, really good. What are your goals to make a TikTok so cringe that you get absolutely smoked on Cringe Court? Ooh, making stuff specifically so Cringe Court hits you? That's quite a goal. Hey, what's that? Thank you. Ooh, I appreciate this, Rahul. Nothing quite like jogging, getting my body good, and people like Rahul come on in and help me buy a cup of coffee for afterwards. I've got a thanks for you. Boom. I got a... anybody who references the angel shot is pretty funny. How much for a bottle of my sweat? Probably like $20 plus shipping. It'll be a very, very, very small bottle. Woo! Am I gonna make more watch reviews? You know, I will, but I gotta find a new format. I gotta slow down. I gotta find a new format because the current watch review situation, I haven't gotten a hit in a long time. I mean, maybe they're stale. You know, I haven't bought a new life in a while. I don't need to work out anymore. I do need to work out because I don't want to buy new pants. And a lot of my dress pants are pretty tight on me. Do I do Freak Bait missions? Yes, all the time, every day. Oh man, well, I don't know when I'm gonna let my kid have access to the internet. I'm guessing probably 13, when most kids get it. But right now, we don't let them watch TV in the house. The TVs aren't set up and we just say they're broken. And I think that's good. I think that's good because we used to let him watch TV at our old place and he would just zone out. And I was like, am I giving him problems? So, no more television in the house for Zev until his brain develops a little more. And honestly, he's been great. He's super interactive. He knows a bunch of words. I like him. He's a good baby. So if I can keep him away from the TV for another, I don't know, 11 years, maybe I'll be able to think I'm a good father. Game console, that's the thing is, you know, the kids, they get addicted to these things, they love them. And I don't, you know, it's like when we first gave him potato chips, he would just ask for potato chips over and over again. And we had to like wean him off that. You know, he's only 2, he can't regulate his emotions. So if we don't let him have a thing he wants, he'll cry. That makes me sad. Hey, Mortimer. Mortimer loves Cringe Court. How often will it be? Thank you for the work. Well, thank you for the donation. I will be posting Cringe Court episodes weekly, probably for the next 12 weeks. So 12 episodes is a long run for a show of this magnitude. However, everything's a risk. Everything's a gamble. All of my co-conspirators are gambling with their time, giving their most and giving their highest efforts to make sure Cringe Court succeeds. And if it does, it'll pay off in the long run. If it doesn't, we'll all shake hands and move on. But this way I can at least try something new that gets me out of the editing suite and into something interesting to like making Cringe Court. I love making Cringe Court. Oh man, it's a dream come true because it's very natural. It doesn't feel like working. To be honest, it's you know what does everybody talk about when they're young is having a job that just essentially involves them doing what feels natural. And you know, I've been roasting people for like 2 years, like a huge jerk. So what's the next logical evolution of that? And you know, I'm always honest with my audience. We were going through a couple of different ideas for podcast shows for long form, like over 30 minutes. And I realized, I'm like, well, a lot of people do reaction content. How can we do reaction content more interesting? Don't let depression take over. No, depression's kept at bay. I'll double my miles. Hey, freak bait, yes. Yes, you should always watch me work out, and you will lose weight by proxy. That's how this works. So I've got 340 people in this live, which is amazing. Can you believe that more than 300 people would want to watch an aging man jog like this? Can you believe it? I'm gonna head out in just a minute because I'm gonna do some weights, and there's some Cringe Core promotions I need to do now before I forget. I see a couple texts popping up that are like, hey, could you take care of this? And I want to do it soon. So, in conclusion, shout out Cringe Core, do what you will. Everything is great. Goodbye.